Bias tape is an easy way to finish raw edges to make it look professional. Today I'm going to be showing you an easy way to make bias tape so that it will match with the rest of your garment. I have not created this method myself, but I refer to it a lot, so I just want to see if I can make a short video just for my own reference.
We're going to start off with a square piece of fabric. Refer to your pattern for the dimensions of this square, and mark notches at the halfway points on both sides. Then you'll mark and cut a diagonal so you have two triangles. Right sides together, you'll match those notches and pin and sew at a 1/4 seam allowance. Trim the seam allowance by 1/8 inch and press open. Then on the wrong side, mark lines 1.5 inches apart to make 3/4 inch bias tape. Make sure the lines are parallel to the longer side of the fabric. Join the short edges of the fabric to form a tube. You'll be matching the lines with each other. Make sure to offset the strips so that the bias tape is continuous and gives you a place to start cutting when this is sewn. Pinning this is going to feel kind of strange. I like to pin right through my marked lines to make sure everything is lining up nicely, but things can shift, especially when something is cut on bias, so just do your best here. You'll sew that at 1/4 seam allowance. And trim by 1/8. And press open. I'm using a tailor's ham to avoid creasing the fabric on the other side, but you can also use the narrow part of an ironing board or just press very carefully. The next step I find kind of fun because you can see how this magic really comes together. We're going to cut along the line that we marked earlier, and it's going to turn into one long strip of fabric. This is why it's important to offset your strips earlier, because if you didn't offset them, you would end up with many long strips instead of one continuous long strip. Lastly, you'll use a bias tape maker to press that long strip into a tape. It's the red one if you're making a 3/4 bias tape like I am and using the set that I am. I think most of the sets are the same. But if you don't have a bias tape maker, press both edges into the center evenly.
Now you know how to make bias tape, which is great because I sell patterns on Etsy and I use bias tape to finish a lot of those garments. So now you know how to make it. Bye!